All right, welcome in. We are live. It is a live watch party. Thank you everyone for stopping in. I got a special treat for you. I got two guests making their first appearance on the channel and first appearance on essentially YouTube or YouTube Live anyway. Everyone here to give it up for the Cobra Guys, Mikey and Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Jeremy. Thank you, Watch Party, for bringing us to the channel. This is great.
Hey, what's up? It's Mikey. Thank you for having us.
Jeremy and Mikey. So the biggest challenge for me is going to be ultimately learning which one is Jeremy and which one is Mikey. Because,
yes.
I listen
I have a bit
to
of
you
a
guys.
deeper voice.
And which one is I with the deeper voice?
Jeremy has a deep, sexy
Jeremy
voice.
with the deeper voice. There we go.
And my voice sounds just a little bit different than his.
We have often been told that our voices sound alike.
Yeah.
Because we talk alike, so it makes it even more difficult to discern who's who.
That's exactly what I think. Like you're like two halves of a whole. Like you're one person. So it's like it's hard to tell which one is which. Like just from who's talking. It's
Cobra Guy 1, Cobra Guy 2 is fine.
We're interchangeable.
Jeremy. So let's see. Jeremy with the deeper voice?
Yes.
There. Okay. Yes. Okay. It's like the Weasley twins, if you remember from Harry Potter. I don't know, like just like two halves of a whole.
I'll buy it, dude. I'm taking it.
I'm Fred.
I don't know those ones.
I don't remember the other one's name, so that's why I'm Fred. George.
Fred and George, but it's Mikey and Jeremy. So it's great to have you guys on. Welcome, Cobra Guys. That's from John Wells there. So
Thanks.
They are a podcast, available Apple Podcasts, Podbean. I do have some links in the description if you guys want to check them out.
Classy.
So just real quick, like you guys started podcasting like right when the show debuted, right?
Yeah. Like we had been looking to start a podcast for a long time. And we were kind of like just looking for something to do. And then I watched Cobra Kai. Mikey actually showed me the trailer, and he was like, look at this dumb shit. Yep, I did say that. Can we swear? Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. My mom says I have a potty mouth on this channel.
Okay, good. So do we. So I watched the first episode, and then I watched the second episode, and they're like, you can pay to see the rest of the episodes. And I'm like, fuck yes, this is awesome. And then I just kept talking to Mikey about it, and he really didn't want to watch it, but I'm like, I think you should really check this show out, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I came around pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then it was just like, I don't know, it had been the best thing I'd seen in years, and then the podcast started.
And we kept having conversations about it over and over again. I was like, wait a minute, there is a medium for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it real well. I mean, it's similar to me. Like I had considered having a YouTube channel for years, and I didn't necessarily know I was even going to be talking about or specifically Cobra Kai when I started this, but like it was there, and like the season 2 trailer dropped right after I started this channel, and then I started talking about it, and it worked. So yeah, it's definitely
it's pretty inspiring show.
Mm-hmm. It is like inspires you to be a better person, you know.
Yeah, and like actually like take action.
Yeah, and I mean, this was like we wanted to do podcasts for so long, and then once we started it, now we can't stop making up new podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. So just for the guests, the first of your podcast I listened to, it must have been late 2019. I listened to some Cobra Kai companions because I'm not a podcast listener. But I had this like long trip or somewhat long drive. And I was like, well, let me try one of theirs. And I picked one. I picked LOL, right? So episode 207. Just figured,
Yep.
What does this one go? And so there's a spot in here, and I pulled a clip of it that we'll go ahead and play that I think is really good. And it's kind of like where like you guys won me over. So I'm going to play this here.
Right on, okay.
No, and it got serious at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, it got more and more serious as it went on.
Yeah, but it's like she's been feeling this for a while and kind of letting it slide.
But now you're affecting the very foundation of your marriage.
Yeah.
You can't be letting your wife wake up in the empty bed.
Come on,
man.
man. Come
Danielson,
on, Dan.
ladies know wait. Right?
That's right. Go pollinate. Be flower.
Yeah, go pollinate your wife, bro.
She probably just wants someone to chill with on Saturdays, you know?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
someone to do the expense reports with her.
Also, she doesn't want to run this whole fucking business by herself.
Yeah, and then
It
News
raises-
quit, and
yeah.
fucking Cousin Louie's gone. Not that he was a help.
Yeah, that's probably she's probably glad about
yeah.
that.
But it's like, who else is running this company? And they're losing people to Tom Cole?
Tom Cole's poaching their people left
I like
and
how
right.
Tom Cole isn't in the season, but he's a character in the season.
His character looms.
Yeah, there's like, it's part of it.
Yeah, it is part of it. So now this is weird. We both agree that this is weird. It cuts over to Robbie, and he's looking at like a childhood picture of Sam and just having himself a little
giggling.
Was he like, oh, look how stupid she looked when she was a little kid?
No,
or
I think
like,
he's like, oh man, look, a little kid.
I make out with that chick now.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking.
Yeah,
That's weird.
Isn't that weird? So what I got? He's looking at a childhood photo of Sam when there comes a rapping, a tapping at the LaRusso door.
Yeah.
It's Migueli.
It's
my
Miguel.
man.
We're not all assholes, Diaz.
That's right. And as soon as he opens the door, Robbie fucking puffs his chest out.
Yeah,
He's always
dude.
ready to rumble right
True.
off. And Miguel's like, calm down, bro. I'm not here to fight, dude. I just want to return the medal, apologize
He's
for
like,
what
you fucking
happened."
took the medal?
No, man. If I took the medal...
You
why
ruined
would-
the dojo?
I know. Would you shut up, Robbie? I'm trying to tell you. I'm bringing back the medal. I didn't trash your dojo, and I'm sorry that happened, and we're not assholes, all of us. Some of us are. Yeah, some of us are definitely assholes.
But like me and Robinson, we're cool, man.
Robbie's like, all right, fine. Shut the door. Whoa.
Okay, so that's like where you guys kind of like won me over.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're listening to
We
the
were
clip.
listening, so we were a little bit behind.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I really liked that. Like my favorite part of that was like the rapping, tapping on the LaRusso door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, how'd I come up with this stuff?
Right.
It was the go pollinate your wife, dude.
Yes. Never forget, Mr. Miyagi, you fucks.
Miyagi fuck.
That's it.
So that was a good one. So we're here to get to the point of this whole thing was so we're just gonna like have a little fun. We wanted to talk season 4. So what we did is we each made a list, top 5 things we don't want to see and top 5 things we do want to see in season 4.
Hey man, I need to congratulate you on such a YouTube-y format for the episode we're doing here. That's such a YouTube thing to click on.
Yeah, you're like, oh, 5 wants and 5 not wants. Yeah, I wonder what they are.
What do
Is
they
it?
not want to see, I wonder?
I don't even know if I'm normally good at that stuff, but I managed it, I guess. Because, I got the idea from you because you did that on some of your catch up in the living room podcasts and stuff like, top 10 favorite candies or whatever you did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we sure did.
Charleston Chew did not make my
It
list.
sounds absurd when you say it out
Yeah,
loud.
it does, but if in context of catch up in the living room, it makes sense.
Makes sense. Okay, so who wants to go first? We're gonna count down. We'll do number 5, like don't want to see, and then we'll go around, and then we'll do number 5, do want to see, and then kind of go back and forth counting down.
All right, I Mikey will go.
Mikey's the one without the deep voice.
Correct. I wish that there was like a more positive way. It's just like whenever my voice doesn't have what Jeremy's has, but that's all
Unlike
right.
Jesse the Body Ventura in your Girl of Monsoon. He's got a good voice. It's just a little bit higher.
Oh, but I do really good Jesse Ventura impression. I don't do a good Girl of Monsoon. All right. Anyways, my number 5. I don't want to see any OG Cobras.
Oh, shit.
Does that include Johnny Lawrence?
No,
Okay.
that would be weird. I think we've told all the stories that we need to tell with the OG Cobras. And it's every time an OG Cobra shows up, it's a chance for the Cobra Guys to get in trouble. So
True. Absolutely right.
Oh, it's because you made fun of their acting.
Yeah.
got us.
And kind of a shitty move, I guess, by us. But
Yeah.
but anyway, Bobby seems to be a bigger part of the show now, so I bet he will show up.
You know what? And after like we were saying, it's hard to come up with things you don't want.
Yeah.
And
And
but
that
like
was your 5th one you didn't want. So
yeah,
it's like,
and it was kind of just to get some heat. But then I didn't know we were starting at the bottom, so I started with the heat.
There you go. Yeah, I think it is possible Bobby may come back if they feel like Kreese is bringing in reinforcements. Maybe Johnny will. We'll see.
yeah.
Let's hope not.
Okay, I'll go next. So my number 5, don't want to see, lovey-dopey, true romance, soulmate stuff, especially between Miguel and Sam. I like this
Wow,
sort of
really?
toning down, like, you know, you can have like the love lines because it's part of the show, but like we don't need to like overemphasize like, oh my God, true soulmate or whatever, you know.
Like love of his life is not Sam, is what you're saying.
Right, you know.
And
Just,
none of these kids are the loves of any of their lives.
Right, they
Yeah.
can have a casual relationship and everything, but you don't want it to just be like gazing into each other's eyes for hours and
right.
making octopus drawings.
Yeah, and then like another 4 or 5 minute love song and whatever, and
Yep. Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, my turn.
next.
Jeremy here. My number 5 thing that I do not want to see. I do not want Eagle Fang Karate to go away.
This is interesting.
Eagle Fang for life.
Yeah,
Eagle Fang.
Eagle Fang
yes.
for life.
So you definitely like that.
It grew on me.
It did. But like, where do you see it in the context of the show? You know, the show's called Cobra Kai. Like,
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it seem like Johnny will inherit Cobra Kai again at the end?
Well, that'll probably be the last on the last episode. It'll be Johnny at the head of like his new class at Cobra Kai.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe he takes it back.
I don't know.
It's so
Although-
poisoned now.
I know, they're getting so much heat.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just need to rename the show then.
Eagle Fang.
Yeah.
I think they may do that. Like, they could have one episode instead of it being called like the title card. Instead of what it says like Cobra Kai, maybe it says Eagle Fang. Like,
That would be awesome.
That would be cool to see.
I mean, just, you know, even if it's just like one episode, something they can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. On to the next one.
Yeah. So now we're moving number 5. What you want to see? I'll go up first on this one.
All right.
I want the Cobra Kai mobile back. You know, the car.
Oh,
maybe give it an
yeah.
Eagle Fang makeover or something. But we definitely need like a badass car again.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
Yeah, that's crazy that they didn't touch on it at all.
Like, probably the chop shop in town got it. But you never know.
Yeah, and they went to one of the chop shops.
Right?
Yeah, when I saw that in the trailer, I seriously thought like they were going to be tracking the car there or something.
Yes.
Yeah. That thing would look nice red with the Eagle Fang logo
yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Whose turn?
Why don't you go second?
Okay.
Jeremy?
And am I doing number 5 things? The last thing I want to see?
Yeah.
You wanna see
Okay.
that?
Okay. So I want Sam to win the All Valley.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, I brought the heat today.
Yeah.
I just think like, okay, they've been telling her story kind of in the background almost. Like, and I think she needs a fucking win, to be honest with you. Poor Sam.
She hasn't had a couple wins, like, you know, in season 2 and again in season 3.
I mean, she defeated Tori, but the war's not over. It has to go down in the tournament.
Right. She has to beat Tori on the mat.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Or even
3
but
wins in
someone
a
else
row for her.
Well, yeah, she's the main character.
Do you,
She's the
do you
Karate
see
Kid,
her?
dude.
Do you see her beating Tori, or is she fighting Robbie?
She has
or,
to. She's got to go right through Tori if she's going to win the tournament.
I think she hits Tori second to last, and then she has to fight Miguel.
No.
Because no, you know, it's happened before where 2 Cobra Kais fought each other in the main event.
You're right.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's not
But
good.
then there's
But-
no
That wouldn't be
suspense
dramatic.
about like whether the dojo goes away or not, right?
Yeah.
So we need suspense about like
And
is Cobra
I
Guy
think
gonna-
Tori versus Sam would be the most dramatic final fight.
Right. You don't think it'll be Miguel and Robbie?
Well, because Robbie's beef is more with Johnny and Daniel, so that is going to kind of be a secondary thing as far as the fight goes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, somebody's got to win,
Yeah.
and you know,
Ain't going to be Bert.
Yeah, we love
yeah.
Bird.
Well, I think Cobra Kai is going to win
Oh, geez.
The tournament.
Let's not. Oh, my God.
because if they win,
This isn't predictions. This is
Yeah.
top 5 the things and
Yeah.
top 5 other things.
Yeah.
This isn't baseless allegations.
That's true. That's true.
Maybe we could get Watch Party to come on our baseless
Yeah,
allegations.
maybe that's a good idea.
Faceless.
All right. Number 5 thing that I want or need. I need ass face / penis breath to get a new nickname, but it doesn't need to be a good one. It can be worse than penis breath.
I cannot wait until Daniel hears them call this kid penis press.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah, I actually just how Daniel will react to any of the nicknames.
Yes.
It's sort of not his style, not what he's used to. And do you think like Johnny will start giving the Miyagi-Do kids nicknames too?
Oh, I hope so.
That's what I was just thinking about. Yeah.
Oh my! It must have been so easy for them to write this season because they're like, all right, and then Johnny and Daniel spend time together, and it's hilarious.
And it all but fucking anything that happens is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay. We'll move on to number 4, Don't Want to See. I don't know. One of you two go first.
I'll go.
Okay.
I don't want anyone switching dojos anymore. The teams are settled.
Yeah.
We are where we are. Kyler's not going to fucking redeem himself and come over to our side.
Right. At this point, most of the characters in the show have switched at one point or another. I mean,
Yeah.
The only ones who haven't is essentially Sam and Tori, right? Like, the
Right,
main
right.
characters, some of the background ones, but so
Yeah, Dimitri's been in all of them.
yeah,
True.
I mean, because he's half an Eagle Fang now. So
Yeah.
yeah, Dimitri's been everywhere.
What about? Does that exclude new members? No, not switching, but someone who isn't in a dojo.
Oh, obviously we can get new
we can
members.
get new guys.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get some new ones.
All right, I'll drop my number 4. Do not wants. I do not want Robbie and Tori to end up in a relationship.
There's
Just
a lot
focus
of
on their
people who feel
individual
that.
journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's only going to further complicate their lives.
Yeah, that's not going to help anyone.
Yeah.
I think it's possible though. It seems like they're
yeah.
hinting at it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and that's why I put I don't want it, because it seems so likely, especially if you're in close proximity.
You're young, you're sexy.
Everyone else you know is turned against you.
You're sweaty.
You only have each other to rely on.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy's being gross.
I'm just saying. It's part of it.
Oh, it's part of it.
Well, I said in one of my very early videos before season 2, like doing all that karate or whatever is basically foreplay. So
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
that's
I
how
really feel that
Sam
way.
and Robbie got together. It's
Yeah, that's how Sam got born.
That's how Sam and Miguel got together, too.
Yeah, and the LaRussos were playing around in the dojo that one time, and they got pregnant.
well, that
true.
gave us Anthony for sure. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay, I'll do my number 4. This is kind of more of like a nitpick. I don't want to see any more of like the color coded costumes, where they put all the Miyagi-Dos in blue and then all the Cobra Guys in red, and now all the Eagle Fangs are going to be in red. I don't even know how they're going to do it anymore.
Oh, because the Cobras will wear black, yellow, and white.
Something like that, I guess.
Yeah. I like it, actually.
It kind of leans towards it being a war, like Kreese says, and they're all soldiers, so
like
they
a
need
game.
uniforms. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
it's
I
like
know
a-
what, it makes sense.
It's like a
makes sense
uniform
why
to me, but like I feel like it starts off as a good motif, but when you overdo it so much, it turns it into kind of like a childish cartoony thing, where like everyone's
Power
just,
Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
It's
yeah,
exactly
yeah.
like Power Rangers. I never watched much of it, but like I remember like seeing like the pink girl, whatever is like pink jeans, like they're wearing jeans, like the color, like I just
Yeah.
like it's like a little bit too much for me.
Yeah,
And then-
Tommy would wear green jeans.
Yeah.
it's like it does. It's like to me that it when you overdo it, it just becomes sort of a little bit cartoony, childish. Like it takes away from the more seriousness. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it gives it a musical feel almost. It's like, it's the Jets and the Shocks, and because like they all swoop into a room, they're all wearing the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for the Cobras to do it because they're indoctrinated and it's like, I don't know, they're trying to make Kreese happy by like wearing the team's colors all the time maybe, but it doesn't actually make sense for the Miyagi-Dos because why would you not just wear a red shirt sometimes?
Yeah.
Right,
Do you think Miyagi-Do will ever get their own like branded merchandise? Like Eagle Fang has their shirts, Cobra Kai has everything with the logo on it. Is like Daniel ever going to print up some Miyagi-Do shirts for the kids?
I don't think so. That's not what it's about. Because Johnny and Kreese are both making bank off that merch.
Yeah,
Right.
it's where the real money is made, right?
It's true.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, let's move on. Number 4, want to see. I'll go first on this one. Maybe it's pretty straightforward, but definitely Terry Silver's evolution from, twig to maniacal billionaire.
Talk about like flashbacks.
Probably at least somewhat in flashbacks. Yeah, probably early on. First couple episodes, I think.
That'd be good.
Because it is a heck of a jump. And does he take on the personality of Ponytail, the guy who got killed, he feels because of him. So, is there something to that? I mean, I hope so. I don't know. Or were they just kind of having a joke or whatever at it? Is there like a real deep reason Terry Silver became like that?
Well, it seems like it because he swore an oath to Kreese that day. So he could also, or that year, I guess. So he could also have made some kind of decision in his brain to always carry on ponytails. Right, I'm going to grow ponytails as soon as I can.
That seems like the sort of craziness that Terry Silver would be absorbed by. So he's succumbing to that guilt so much that he's like, I will keep him alive forever by being here.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the transition between how did Kreese become how did Terry become the Terry we know? But we just still don't know what Terry we're getting either.
Exactly.
So there might be another story from how did he go from maniacal madman of Dynatox to wherever he is now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay, number 4, want to see. One of you two. I don't know.
I'll go. I want to see Carmen and Johnny have a baby.
I'd
Two
say it's in
reasons.
the cards. I don't know about season 4, but I would say it's at least something possible that could come up.
Let's give Johnny another chance of being a dad.
Right.
And the drama.
Right. Cause is she pregnant from the one time it was
Could be.
1 for 1?
I mean, they've been banging though.
Right. We just haven't seen all the bangs.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. That night had a couple of them, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Johnny's probably not have sex once and then be like, okay, I'm going to sleep now to bed. I'm tired from chores. I'm just gonna bang my number 4 out of the way real quick because it's the opposite. I wrote I need Johnny to keep the Eagle Fang Karate name, which Jeremy wrote. It was in his do not want to get rid of the Eagle Fang Karate. So we're on the same page.
Okay. Okay, so there you go. You want Johnny to keep Eagle Fang.
Correct.
All right. Where are we? Number 3, don't want to see. Which one? How about Mikey?
I'll go. This is Mikey. I don't want to see or hear anything about Allie. Just because, again, she did it. I didn't want to see Allie so bad last season, and then it happened, and I was like, that made so much fucking sense. I love that.
Yeah.
And then now, there's no need to talk about her anymore. There's
Yeah.
no need to see her, surely.
Yeah.
I just think that, I don't need it. Don't need
Her
it.
story's done.
Chapter
kind of.
closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, chapter closed, story done.
Yeah, I think for the most part she may not be back. Unless there's one big episode towards the end where everyone shows up. But yeah, I think that you may get that. Allie, I feel like Allie's kind of done.
Yeah. All right, I'll go next.
Yeah.
Number 3 thing I do not want to see in season 4 of Cobra Kai. Can we please keep Terry Silver away from Carmen, for Christ's sakes? I do not need that madman around her. I hope they don't even know each other exist.
That could be it's just a lot of those characters, right? Who don't have a reason to interact do tend to not come across each other. So
I don't know, man. That's going to be pretty tough when Terry Silver's Miguel's dad.
Totally forgot about that.
You've already lost that. They were together 17 years ago.
They know each other intimately, in fact.
You're right. I forgot. I'm an idiot.
Okay, my number 3, don't want to see season 4. I don't want to see any more teases to fan theories. I wasn't the biggest fan of where the Allie fake out doctor thing.
Yeah. Yep.
It didn't fool me. I didn't think for a second. I saw them teasing it, and I didn't think for a second that was actually going to be Allie. Not even for a second. maybe if you thought like it was more fun, but like I'm just like rolling my eyes. I know exactly what they're doing. Like,
But you
I
don't
know
think
it's
that's
not gonna
funny.
be Allie, yeah. And I didn't really like the way they teased Ponytail as being Terry Silver. That was sort of confusing because first off, if you missed the line, which I did, where he says "Quiet Silver" or whatever.
You missed the line.
Yeah, the
lot
line
of
where
people
you
did.
revealed. So I was sitting
You make
there
YouTube
thinking Terry
videos about
Silver
this
actually
shit,
got
dude.
killed. So
So you
Damn.
thought they were rewriting the whole history of the show.
yeah, I felt like they were going in some weird direction where Kreese was hallucinating Terry Silver, like even in Karate
Oh
Kid
my
3,
god.
and
Terry Silver was never real.
Oh, that's fucked up.
well, and it's kind of weird because that was the original idea for Karate Kid 3. It was going to be Kreese training him, but Martin Kove had to back out, like he couldn't do it all. So they wrote
Wow.
Terry Silver. So I thought like they were going back to like reestablish what the original idea was, and it was always like an illusion or like his imagination, like that that Terry Silver was part of this, and he wrote Terry Silver's name down when like the senseis for the dojo, and so they say like by the actions of Terry Silver, but like the committee was just banning Cobra Kai based
Right.
on what was written on the application, and they didn't actually know Terry Silver, so like it was all like in Kreese's mind. And then Johnny's like, I don't know who that is. And then I'm sitting here thinking Daniel never reacted to that either. Daniel didn't give an indication he knew who Terry Silver was. Like Daniel never mentioned Terry Silver's name either. So like I have this whole theory in my head. Holy shit! Like Silver was killed. He wasn't real. And then I realized I just missed the line.
When
Terry Silver drives cars in the movie. Too, so.
When I was watching that scene, I was like holding my breath, which I think was the intent. It was to make you hyper focus on it.
Yeah.
And when you're watching 10 episodes in a row, obviously most people aren't going to be able to hyper focus on anything.
I also everything I watch in my life, I watch with subtitles on. So
Yeah, and we were waiting for it because we knew.
I think that the guys, I think they get a fucking kick out of doing
They
those
can't
tricks.
fucking help
There was
themselves.
another one last season where they tricked us into thinking that guy was Kreese.
Yep, it's true. The young Kreese.
Yo, yeah.
Oh.
When they tried to trick us.
When they made you think the bully who was played by Martin Cove's son
So
was.
that's a double trick.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that one too. Yeah, that.
They
Definitely.
can't help themselves.
I think they like it. I think they get a
Old Schlossy's a trickster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Schlossy's a troll, and he'll troll you right through his own show.
True.
I know. That's why I try to troll him back. We gotta do some.
Good luck. He's a master fucking troll, dude.
Yeah, I would bow to the Schlossy.
That fucking Honeycrisp thing. Remember
Yeah.
that? Everyone went nuts. He just said a word.
Yeah.
Chris season. It's like Cobra Kai season 4 will be released September 13th. What? Like,
That's when they're ripe.
Yeah.
okay. Number 3, want to see. Right. That's where we're at. I'll go
Okay.
first on this one. I want this is what I want to see. Hawk and Sam getting into it and kind of like getting on each other's nerves and sniping at each other because I actually really like that.
I like it too.
Yeah, I think that'll happen.
Yeah, like in Miguel's hospital room in season 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of
Like
like
they
that.
have good chemistry in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the I hate you chemistry or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
Oh, actually, that's my new ship. Never mind.
Oh, come on.
Jeez.
I do think that Hawk is going to be tempered more than he has been. I don't know if he's going to be, because now he's back with all his friends, so he has no reason to hate Sam.
Daniel's got to get his hooks in Hawk to fucking undo some of the work that Kreese did.
Right. Like, just put your hair down, son. Get a ponytail. Oh.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come from Sam maybe because Hawk may be like more tempered, but she may not trust him. Like,
Oh, absolutely. We've seen that behavior from her before.
yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
You can't let it go.
Sam might be. Now, even if Hawk is tempered, Sam's going to go up even more. Because she's like, what are you doing in my... Why are you letting these scumbags in my yard, Dad?
Get out of my yard.
Get out of my yard. My dad could beat up your dad because we've never seen him before.
Terry Silver.
Terry, the father of all. All right, so this is number 3 wants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mikey wants a road trip episode featuring Daniel and Johnny.
Yes.
I want them to have to get into a car and go somewhere to get something somewhere or go.
And it's so far they have to stay in a hotel one night.
Yeah, I want hijinks. I want a road, just a mini road movie in one episode with those two guys.
Fuck yeah.
Because the happiest I was last season was that when they're in the car.
Yeah. Episode 2.
Yeah. Tango and Cash are narcotics detectives.
Hurwitz just tweeted something like that about the comedy. He said something like, "We need to see them in a car more." Just yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, great minds think alike, as it were. So, what do you, Jeremy? Did you do your 3, Jeremy?
Oh, me? Okay.
3 want?
My number 3 want is I want Dimitri to start a podcast. 1, he's a huge nerd. I think he could do a good podcast. And 2, just like we were saying, those guys can't fucking help themselves. I want them to try to reference our podcast on their show. I wanted their podcast to be called Cobra Guys on the show.
Why would Dimitri call it the Cobra Guys?
Oh, shit, you're right.
It doesn't make any sense. It'd have to be Miyagi Deagle.
Miyagi dudes.
The Eagle Fang guys.
Yes.
Eagle Fang guys, yeah. Although, the nod's going to go to Peter podcast.
Of course it's
before
going to
we
go
get
to Peter and the Cobra Kai. It's going to be the Eagle Fang Companion podcast.
You know, when Miguel and Johnny were trying to think of a name in that scene, and they're like, "Oh, Cobra Kai is such a bad name," I seriously thought they were going to suggest, "What if we just call ourselves the Cobra Kai Companions?"
Yeah, right. I had considered that too while we were watching it.
Yeah, that'd have been pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I guess Eagle Fang.
That was one of the
won
most fun scenes.
Yeah. And I think we'll get more scenes like that.
Yeah.
Both dojos trying to fucking just figure out how this works.
Right, like how Ghostbusters is really just about them starting a business, and that's where a lot of the early fun comes from in that movie.
Yeah.
Like
finding the car and finding the firehouse,
renting the building.
Yeah.
Hammering out all the actual details of what it's going to be like. That'll be a lot of the fun of season 4, I think.
And then ghosts. So same situation here. Set up the dojo. Ghost.
Yes.
Who's the ghost, Kreese or Terry Silver?
They're both ghosts, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. Miguel wakes up from a coma. First episode of this season. All of last season didn't even happen.
Dude.
It's rough.
Yeah, that'd be rough. That'd be a good way to shit on your own program. You're like,
Yeah.
all that awesome stuff we did doesn't matter.
Okay, number 2, don't want to see. Who needs to go first over there? One of you.
Oh, I'll do it. Okay. Number 2, don't want to see. Got it. I don't want any more flashbacks to Karate Kid 1. We got it. Gotcha. He got kicked in the face. Mr. Miyagi kicked those guys in the nuts. Alley, the end. Seen it.
Yeah, the sponge is dry.
Flashbacks overall, like and even in season 3, they're now flashing back to the show itself. They're not even flashing back to the movies. And it's just it does get a little bit much. Especially
it's a nice trick to get the nostalgia in there, but we're done with Karate Kid 1 at least.
Yeah. And we're getting the same flashbacks, to the same moment over and over again. So it's how many times do we need the same flashback to the kick in the face? Or how many times do we need the same flashback to, Sam saying, "I want that one," to the octopus,
Right, exactly.
They've literally done the same flashback twice now, so.
That's true.
Yeah, there will be flashbacks, though, right?
Yeah.
There will be, yeah. It's just, if it's new or in a new way or something, I think is what we need.
All right, so number 2, Mikey does not want Terry Silver to talk to Amanda. Much in the way that Jeremy does not want Terry Silver near Carmen, I don't want that scumbag Terry Silver anywhere near Amanda.
See it's like you're two halves of a whole. One, you don't want Terry Silver talking to the moms.
Yeah,
it's true. We need to protect them.
We want to protect the moms. Also, Amanda's going to fucking try to attack him, and I don't trust that Terry Silver isn't going to hit her in the face.
Amanda's almost as much as a wild card as Terry Silver.
Yeah, just in a nice way. She's chaotic good.
Yeah.
Terry Silver's chaotic evil.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. So I think Terry Silver is going to be mostly confined to the Cobra Kai dojo, and then Johnny and Daniel.
but you never know because like his MO in Karate Kid 3 is that he staked out Daniel's life, or Mr. Miyagi and Daniel's life, and just manipulated the whole situation. So it's like if he somehow decided to focus on Miguel, he could do some damage.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's been in that backyard already, too. So
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he knows where it is. It's true.
he knows exactly where it is. So does Kreese, but he could have told him. But
Worst he does is put a cigar out in your bonsai.
right.
Yeah.
Terry Silver will try to sneak into your backyard and become your dad, and then break all your knuckles.
Don't you recognize me, son?
Kinda.
Okay, my number 2. Don't want to see. I don't want the sort of cartoony villains. Definitely for Terry Silver, Kreese, or whoever, because like Terry Silver was a little over the top in Karate Kid 3.
Way over the top.
Yeah. And then, even Kreese is kind of like it's walking a line in season 3, and Tori too, even. So like I want it to be a little bit more grounded. So it's sort of I don't want it to kind of turn off into like cartoony where it loses its seriousness.
Yeah. I feel like there's a fork in the road. In one way, Terry Silver is the new Stingray, almost breaking the continuity of the show. And in another way, they go in there and they like kind of explain everything that happened in Karate Kid 3 to make it make a little bit more sense.
Right, and give like Watch Party was saying, give us more information about the transition of Terry Silver's character. So maybe you can ground his. We can try to even.
You might have to retroactively ground Karate Kid 3 even.
Right, because he was a Captain Planet villain in that.
Right.
Terry Silver could take down Batman, and he focused on Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah.
17-year-old kid, like, or 16-year-old kid. Yeah.
Fresh off the plane from Okinawa.
Right.
So that's my number 2. Number 2, want to see. Okay, I'll go first on this one. It's another Terry Silver. Number 2 thing I want to see season 4. Terry Silver, his philosophies and teachings work like the way Johnny's did in season 1. Like the way, Johnny's like just hard on Eli, who then flips the script and becomes Hawk. I want to see something like where like, wow, that really worked. Like in real life, like, hey, it's not just like a stupid bully cartoony or something. So I want to see it work in some way. I don't know.
Like, for instance, Kyler learns something specific from Terry Silver, and then he becomes like a grade A fighter.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, or even somehow his methods help some of these kids in their own lives, even though it's a bad thing.
Right.
Really, like it was good that Hawk, became Hawk, but then it became bad.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Hawk took it too far, but like it was like a good thing. Like it
was a good
found
thing.
Confidence and such. So that's something I want to see.
Yeah, I would like to see that too, and it's more about the Quicksilver in general.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, my number 2, Mikey wants, and this could tag team with your one where Dimitri starts a podcast. I want Hawk and Dimitri to have a sleepover.
Yeah.
I want an old school sleepover. I want Hawk to go full pee pants, full pee bed, and Dimitri's like, "Go on with it, brother. Pee your bad self."
Oh my God.
Maybe no peeing.
And they get caught up on Doctor Who.
They get caught up on Doctor Who, and then they start a podcast.
Yeah. The Who guys.
I want Johnny. I just got into a rhythm where I was like, I want Daniel and Johnny to go on a road trip.
Yeah.
I want Hawk and Dimitri to have a sleepover. And I don't want Tori and Robbie messing around with each other.
There you go. So they don't have a sleepover, essentially.
They better not.
All right. My number 2 thing that I want to see, that's what we're on?
Correct,
All
sir.
right.
Yeah.
I need Robbie to forgive Daniel.
Ooh.
Robbie needs it, man. It's the only thing that is going to get him back on course. Because as far as I can tell, Johnny has fucked up too much.
You're like, fuck Johnny. You don't have any chance.
Sorry, you had your last chance was when you had to go see him in prison with your good friend Bobby Brown.
And you went right to Miguel.
And you fucking whiffed. And Bobby Brown failed too because he just sat there like an idiot, not saying anything.
Didn't even show him the way of the Lord.
So that's another story. But I think Robbie needs to forgive Daniel.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you think he would do it before the tournament or after?
Or during.
Yeah, he remembers everything he learns, Robbie, mid-fight, and becomes good guy again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. Things you don't want to see. I'll go first on this one because you both have the opposite. I don't want to see Eagle Fang sticking around.
No!
I am a Cobra Kai guy. Like, I like Johnny in Cobra Kai. Like, when Eagle Fang debuted, like in that, what was it, episode 8?
Yeah.
Was it 7 or 8? I don't know. The end of 7, right? Yeah, it was the end of 7. You know, like it was funny and I enjoy it, and like it makes me laugh when I think about it. Like it's a very Johnny thing. It's in character, but like in the end, like I feel like my thought was like this is gonna be like one episode or like 2 episodes, and by the end of season 3, you know, it'll be like, well, this doesn't work. We're back at Cobra Kai or something, and then like no, that didn't happen, and now we kind of know in season 4 he's gonna be an Eagle Fang, and I'm just like. Wait, but I thought this was all a joke. Like, this is a joke, right? You know, this is a joke, right? Like, how long?
I did. He made like 400 of those shirts, so there ain't going back. There ain't no going back.
I did think it was a joke at first, and then because it was funny, and like you said, it's like just perfectly in character. And I assumed it would go away, but then it didn't by the end of the season, and then. We got the Eagle Fang shirt.
Yeah,
the
merchandise.
I see other people with the
out.
Eagle. Yeah, I see everybody else wearing it around. Like I've seen it around. You know, you just see it all the time. Eagle Fang this, Eagle Fang that. It's the third dojo, and you know what? It became less silly to me the more people talked about it.
That's what happened with
like
me.
I don't even think about it. Eagle Fang karate. It's fucking badass. Eagles don't have fangs. I know that.
Right? Is this Schlossie trolling us again?
Yeah, he's getting in my head, man.
Yeah, I just like it. It is like cool, and you get used to it. But like, I'm like, but
I
where
do
does
know-
this leave the show? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, where am I?
Yeah, I'm pretty much. I was where you were until I all of a sudden got used to it.
Right? Yeah. I saw a picture the other day of like a really it was like a real bird.
Yeah.
But they put the fangs in it, and I was like, bro, if that was a real animal, it is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, so one of you, who's going?
Okay.
Jeremy, go.
Okay, what is it? Is
Your
it
number 1 do not want.
My number 1 do not want. Okay, I don't want any more karate bands. I know the kids are fighting. I know that we had to lock it down after the big brawl at the school, but like now, fuck it. Let's just do the show. The show's about karate fights. There's going to be a lot of karate fights.
All problems
Yeah.
are now allowed to be solved by martial
We
combat.
can't just be sending Robbie to jail every time he gets in a little scuffle.
Every time he kicks somebody off.
I'm tired of this. Realistic law enforcement.
Yeah.
Right.
Get it out of here.
Go back to the way it was in season 1.
So you're like, I want less police.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to see a single cop.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one cop standing up against a wall at the All Valley. He's just there
The
to
cops are
kids
like
sneaking
betting
in
money
beer.
on it and like got their money.
Yeah. Exactly. It's Karate Town.
It's Karate Town, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I agree with you.
I do too.
All right. Mikey's final do not want. I do not want Tori to be redeemed this season. I want her to be a full Cobra when she goes to the All Valley. But maybe I would like to perhaps see redemption for Tori, but just not this year. I want full, even more evil Tori.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Some
I do
people
too.
have to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a couple more seasons to go, so you know there's a way to go. So, but the
And
thing
I
is,
like
if
how
she's
she's
with,
like-
with Robbie and Robbie's like forgiving. How do you think that affects her?
She'll be
Yeah.
like, get out of here, pussy.
Yeah, totally. Once Robbie forgives Daniel, she's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, she'll kick him in
She'll
the
call him a
nuts.
traitor. Yeah.
I take comfort in how evil she is.
Me too. And she's really good at it.
Yeah.
She's good at being menacing.
Yeah.
And she's the only person that when she calls someone a bitch, I'm like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
That was it was you guys in your recap of that episode 307 when Sam's dream. You're the one that pointed out that Tori doesn't call Sam a bitch in there, and like that's how you know it's a dream because Sam's streaming it. So Sam's not gonna have the dream.
Sam follow language. Yeah. Sam's so nice she won't even call herself a bitch. Yeah.
It's true. In fact, I was just thinking the other day, Sam actually talks worse to her brother than she does Tori.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
I think we're moving on to the number one needs, right? Or
Did you do your don't
That
want?
I did my don't want. Did you do your number one don't want, Jeremy?
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So now number one, want to see, need to see.
Okay, I'll go. The number one thing I need to see, and now again, let me preface this with like, I don't want or need anything.
Yeah.
I don't just want or need anything from the show. I take the show as it is, and I appreciate what's there.
But you're here to play the game.
But I'm playing the game. So the one thing that I need in season 4, I need John Kreese to die.
Oh my gosh.
How dramatic would that be? And then Martin Cove could still be on the show, but it's in Johnny's dreams.
Yeah.
And then Terry Silver's the evil leader of Cobra Kai. He's even more motivated.
I mean, show wise, I think that makes sense. Like, I feel like they have to move away from Kreese and expand, and go in a different direction, and Terry Silver would make sense in that.
I think that leathery old bastard's immortal.
Imagine Kreese's funeral, how badass that would be. Cobras everywhere.
And it would be interesting to see how Johnny dealt with that. Would he feel? Would
he go to the funeral?
Yeah, would he mourn him?
Would the other Cobras go to the funeral?
Right.
I guess it
question.
depends on how they play it. Like, I mean, that's why there's so much up in the air about season 4. I don't know how they go with it.
Now, as far as Kreese dying, you say die, but does he get murdered? Or does he like have a heart attack?
He dies when Cobra Kai loses at the tournament.
Oh, because he's got nothing. Okay.
And that LaRusso girl wins.
Or actually, no, he's fighting Johnny in a back room while the fucking tournament final fight is happening. So you're cutting between both fights, and then Johnny gets him down, and then he has a heart attack.
Oh, and then
Yikes! And the crowd goes crazy when Kreese dies.
Oh, but they're rooting for what's in the All Valley, which is where Tori is victorious.
And she's looking for Kreese like, I did it!
Yeah, and she finds him
dead
at Johnny's feet.
Jesus, we cracked this thing.
Yeah, we've changed the show entirely. I don't know if for the better.
Okay, I'll go next.
What do you got?
Okay, so number one, want to see, kind of tying into some of the others, I do want to see Johnny back at Cobra Kai at maybe the end of the season, because I want Johnny in Cobra Kai. So
it seems likely.
Right, he looks good in that dojo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I actually don't think, and I had said this like in my review, like, I feel like the scenes at the Cobra Kai dojo were just less compelling in season 3, just because like Johnny's not there, Miguel's not there, Aisha's not there. It's like Kreese and maybe Hawk, and it's like it just wasn't as like compelling or interesting. And it seems like even they knew that too, because we actually had very little at the actual Cobra Kai dojo in season 3.
Well, like the scene where they feed the mouse to the snake is like a bizarro version of like a season 1 scene of Johnny teaching the kids a weird lesson. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like a farce.
It's a much more evil version.
Yeah. It's kind of like fun and interesting, but like it's just it doesn't like feel
doesn't grab you
like right like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how at this point Johnny could reclaim Cobra Kai though, because he really seemed to really be convinced that it's bad.
Yeah, I don't know either, but that's just we'll see where the show goes. It's like you say, there's a fork in the road. Like where are we going? So, I mean, like I like and love Johnny at Cobra Kai, and Eagle Fang is odd to me still. So.
It is silly. It's still silly.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Is it my last?
I think
last
so.
one.
All right. This is not very epic at all. It's just something I thought would be nice. I want Louis to step up even more to help at LaRusso Auto with Amanda's full support so Daniel can focus on training his students. Like, I really want Louis to just be, like, killing it out there, so much so that you don't even need Danny on the floor doing stuff. Cousin Louis picking up the pieces. Amanda's like, oh, Louis, you're doing so great. High five. Boom. And Anoush's here still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anoush
Oh,
was
and then
like
maybe-
the top seller, and Louis.
Yeah, I think I want Louis to be doing better than Anoush. And it really annoying Anoush.
and it starts to like it affects their dynamic, and
Yeah. He's like, when did you get good at this? I don't know, man. It's mostly numbers.
Yeah, that'd be good. It's like a continuation of his arc.
Yeah. And I like that. The redemption of Louis.
yeah, because he messed up pretty bad in season 1, so it is interesting to see him back, and then kind
Yeah.
of like building it up, and then eventually, like by the time we get to the end of the show, they're like, Louis, why don't you open that luxury motorcycle?
Oh, fudge.
That
yes,
would be great.
That's nice.
Yeah. So eventually, like he works up, and then they're like, "Didn't you have some idea of these motorcycles?" Like, and then they're suggesting it to him, and then he
And he's like, nah, I'm good here.
"Oh, that reminds me, in your aftermath, the episode 1 recap there, where you talk about how Louis says the mozzarella sticks in the
Oh yeah, mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
Yeah. Some of my favorite parts of your recaps are like the little things like that, like.
Yeah, I think when we start going into doing the voices of the characters and playing out little scenes, it can get fun.
So, we've had some good ones here. We're split on Eagle Fang. I guess you guys wanted sticking around. I'm kind of wanting it gone, but I think.
Well, you know what? You know where it comes from? John Hurwitz tweeted us and told us he thinks that we're the most Eagle Fang guys that have ever Eagle Fanged.
Yeah.
So to
did he?
us, he did. We're OG Eagle Fangs.
Yeah, we're a
as
couple
far
of fangers.
as far as John Hurwitz is concerned.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where our love
Because
comes
it's
from.
our dojo. It's where
Yeah.
we'd end up.
Yeah.
there
We're
you go.
badass, but we're not evil.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know where to draw the line.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, definitely. And Terry Silver. So I think we got a lot of good stuff. I think. What is it, anything like just like predictions? Like you think, oh, this is gonna happen, or just about season 4? You don't even know.
It's hard to say, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the most I've even thought about. I haven't really put any thought into what I want to have happen in season 4 because, you can't really.
Like I mentioned Stingray before, and once I saw Stingray on season 2, I thought to myself, like, I can't predict what's going to happen.
You could have never predicted.
Crazy.
You can't. Yeah.
Like these guys are nuts.
Yeah.
And the same with the flashbacks to Kreese. I didn't think we were going to get so much of that, and like
the in the shit stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no, I would have never guessed.
no. So it's really hard for me to predict what's going to happen.
No, that makes
Yeah.
sense. You
I
just
do think
want-
Daniel's mom's gonna die though.
That sounds right.
that is so dark. I don't.
Yeah,
think so.
dark guy.
I told Brianna I do want an episode, especially if they're gonna put Miguel and Sam together. We need an episode at some point where we have Daniel's mom Lucille with Rosa, Yaya, like they're off on an adventure together.
Oh my
That would-
god.
the
that would-
Well, why don't
grandmas.
we just have a big dinner where everyone can make their specialty?
Oh, and like Johnny's at like a family
Oh,
dinner.
Thanksgiving episode?
Oh, with all of them.
Oh, with a Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang?
yeah, Eagle Fang, Miyagi-Do, Karate's Giving.
That would be great, actually.
Friday giving. So that's a good one. If anyone have any questions or anything from the chat, let's see. Story. Strong spots. Sorry, just trying to read, see if anyone has any questions in the chat. Tori. The chat is chatting. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm reading through it too. The chat's just having a nice chat in there.
Yeah.
Sort of like what we're saying is irrelevant.
She made okay. So I made it here. Yes, my fan page. Thank you, Watch Party fan page.
Oh, wow, you made it, dude.
Yeah, he was at a swimming pool.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
So guys, like where is a good place people can find you, your podcast? I do have links in the description. How do most people find you?
We're on Twitter at Cobra_Guys. We're on there a lot. What else? Our podcast is on Apple. It's on fucking probably everything.
Yep.
What else, Mikey?
As far as most people find us via Twitter, we also have an email that we use. We're big into the email game, CobraGuys@hotmail.com.
MikeyandJeremy.com.
Yes.
And you can find all our podcasts
all our
there.
other pods are there.
Oh, that's your
And,
website. I went looking for it, but I didn't know what it was. I was like, MikeyandJeremy.com. Okay.
Yep. And you can find everything about us there.
Yeah, you can find links to all our merchandise and our Patreon.
Yep.
Real quick. Okay, Miguel Diaz Never Dies. Did you like season 3? I did, but I do rank season 3 as third of the seasons because I have them in order 1, 2, 3. How do you guys rank the seasons?
1, 3, 2. Although I think 2 has the best finale.
Yeah, that's tough. I might go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I have the same way. I think the season 3 finale for me has some trouble in the writing. It's, in character motivation and stuff. I've talked about this in various videos, but
season 1 is so pure.
Yeah, it is. It's like
pure.
a perfect season of television. I don't know. For me anyway, it just hit me, in ways I wasn't expecting or ready for. And like that's what's so great. Like admittedly now when you sit
roller coaster.
Yeah. It was great. And you just binged it and loved every minute of it.
Probably one of the most bingeable shows like ever. It's just so easy to let that next one play.
You want it. You are hitting play even harder.
Yeah, you're like,
no autoplay. Play.
Yeah.
Play faster.
Yeah, like
More
the
reps.
autoplay's not fast enough.
Yeah. I'll set up another TV next to it with another one with the episode just ready to go.
I'm watching this one at double speed. This one at half speed.
Yeah, that's great. One thing I mentioned because now I'm remembering when you mentioned me in your podcast. It was your number 3. When Sam's at Miguel in the hospital and you're like, I don't want to go a watch party here.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
It can be used as a quick shorthand.
You're synonymous with Sam. I don't know, hate, but something. You're synonymous with Sam.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I remember in that one you were talking about when Hawk and Assface ride up on the bikes, and you're like, well, why don't they sell the bikes, to help pay for Miguel's surgery because they're like riding these bikes, upset at the Miyagi-Dos for doing the car wash.
Yeah.
And I was saying, but I remember thinking like to that, like, well, geez, if Hawk and Assface should like sell their bikes to pay for the surgery, why doesn't Sam sell her car, her fully loaded BMW?
Yeah, or why doesn't Daniel just pay for it?
Yeah, you notice like Daniel he pays everything for Robbie, his lawyer. He pays for Robbie's mom's, rehab, everything.
Yeah.
But like for Miguel, it's like, we'll hold a car wash, $20
Yeah,
a
he's
pop.
like, he didn't really know him that well.
Yeah, I didn't know that kid too well.
And he didn't even like him for a long time.
They sent a
He's,
fruit
like,
basket
good.
or something to the hospital
Yeah.
room.
Like the smallest
That was
one.
Amanda's idea also.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else, guys? You want to say? We're coming up just about on an hour here.
Oh, nice.
No, man, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This was fun. Find us. We're the Cobra Guys. It's a podcast. Go find it.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
had a lot of fun. Thank
Yeah,
you.
guys, if you enjoy it, they have great chemistry. It's just really a lot of fun, a lot of stuff. I think similar humor to me. Like, so if you guys kind of like the way jokes I make, I think you'll really love their podcast. So definitely check out the Cobra Guys. All right, everyone, thank you for stopping in. It was a great time. We're gonna